start rolling. And
whoa.
I'll switch you this.
Can I point it at you? Does this bother you?
No, you can point it at me.
Okay.
And it says don't point at the eyes, but that's BS.
Oh, okay. You sure? Okay.
Yeah. Because Zach Bagans hasn't pointed at his face for 12 years straight, and it doesn't bother him.
Okay.
Although he does wear glasses.
That's a good point.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
So you're recording, right?
I am recording.
You can see everything, right?
I can see. I can see really well through the camera.
So you see my face?
Yep.
All right. This is John Razimus with Brandon Young doing the first ever ghost investigation at the Grist mill with two people. And I don't know, I can't predict how the spirit's going to react, but there's most definitely a spirit here. We're going to be respectful. An owl screeches in the distance. Did you hear that?
Yep.
You know, the nocturnal wildlife reacts because it's not used to seeing people at 1 a.m. It's past 1 a.m., right?
I think so, yeah.
And we're going to go to the Grist mill.
Okay.
Try to capture some evidence, and we will see what happens.
Yep.
It's this way. So I always say, I come in peace, I will leave in peace, but we come in peace and we will leave in peace.
We come in peace and we will leave in peace.
I find it interesting that probably the same owl that screeched when I was here earlier is screeching now.
Yeah, I hear it.
It's interesting.
Huh. Whoa, that is weird.
That's the bat house, where a lot of bats live in that one.
Very weird, okay.
The one we're coming to investigate is this one right straight ahead.
Okay.
And we're fairly far away from any power lines, right?
Right. We're about, a good quarter mile from our very rinky-dink power line. Oh wow, look at this place. The air just got really cool.
We will go in peace. We come in peace. We will leave in peace, I promise.
Come in peace and we will go in peace.
We will leave in peace. Come in peace, and I brought a visitor.
Hello.
Brandon Young. This way. That's the plaque.
Yeah.
It's probably hard to read.
It says Boston, right?
Probably hard to read.
Wow.
But it does say Bostonian.
Right. I'm from Boston.
Is a Bostonian.
I am.
And here is
The mill.
the Grist mill.
Wow.
And that
Very cool.
Is the window with wooden bars put on probably by the restoration in 1950 to keep people out. I doubt it had bars like that back in the 1830s. Okay, and there are vineyards that way, but you can see how far they are. They're very far away.
Yes, they are.
But, like a mile straight.
Yeah.
There's vineyards and then mountains. Nothing. No one lives over there. Far that way, someone lives, and far that way. But we are going to set up now to investigate.
Okay.
And before we do anything, I need to just set up, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Just set up. Very quick investigation. Nothing intrusive. Just here to hang out for a short period of time.
Yep. Pay my respects.
I brought 2 tripods this time. Wow. But yeah, it's pretty eerie place.
Yeah, it definitely the just like the vibe.
Yeah. The vibe.
It's not, I wouldn't say evil.
I would say spiritual.
Right.
It's a very spiritual vibe.
Mm-hmm.
But that is the corner. Right there. Not that.
Right.
And not that, but that right there. Okay. And in the daytime, you can see there's an incline that is higher than you can see at night. It looks kind of flat at night.
No, I see.
You can walk up it and see how much of an incline there is.
Whoa.
Interesting.
Whoa. Scary, man. Wow. Yikes.
I don't know if it was an animal.
I keep hearing the owl.
I heard a whimper. I heard almost a cat's meow coming from over there. It sounded like maybe just the owl.
Yeah, I keep hearing the owl.
That was interesting. I heard something. Okay, this thing is broken. This is the worst tripod I own. No big deal. We'll just make it shorter than originally intended. I'll just use the short mode. Sometimes this thing doesn't unscrew properly. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's probably better at this height. So we'll have a tall one and a short one. Or it's not that short.
That's bad. That's cool.
Alright. I'm going to need to invest in some more tripods.
Oh, yeah. That's not... I think that's pretty good.
Alright. I got this from my uncle. It's a pretty cool case, which I opened upside down. But basically... This is like the main one. So I need to use it for this one. I'm going to focus it on the window.
Okay.
The window has the most activity aside from the corner.
Mm-hmm.
The corner was I would say a 2-time occasion. It made the noise. I'd circled the place. And then I heard the noise a second time. The exact same noise when my camera was off. And I wish I recorded it when the camera was on, but you know, when you do an investigation, you turn off the camera to take breaks. Stuff like that. Especially when it's 45 minutes straight, you know?
Right.
Okay. So, wait a second. Oh my goodness. I didn't get what I needed. I might have to go back to base camp.
Okay. That's fine. Why? What do we need?
I think I forgot the mini cameras.
Okay.
The mini cameras that go on here. You know, it's hard to keep
It's
track.
okay.
It's hard to keep track of everything.
We got time.
So we have the tape. We have the 2 small rainbow static meters. We have the millimeter. This is the main rainbow static meter. This is a geophone. I don't know if I'm going to turn it on or not. But these are the IR lights made for security cameras that every ghost investigator seems to want to use because it's powerful. You know? It's the equivalent of 4 of the lights you're holding now.
Whoa.
And you can't get them in any format other than this.
Wow.
And they're made to be plugged in the wall, not held mobily. But every ghost investigator wanted them. So China made a 9-volt adapter. I'm going to try to find a USB adapter, you know.
Right. Wow. Pretty cool.
Okay.
Because this is pretty powerful, this little tiny high IR light.
With a new battery, it's very powerful. So, I'm going to just put this guy. It's hard at moonlight.
Is it?
It's hard with moonlight. But this slides. Okay, I got it. Wow.
Nice.
This slides into that.
Oh, nice.
And I can't plug in the battery yet because it's immediate use and then it drains.
Okay.
But I can put it on the tripod.
Okay.
So we'll be a few minutes. I forgot a couple of the cameras. And then we'll be ready to go. Quick investigation. No big deal. It's hard to see what's going on. But I managed to do it. Okay. Not bad. We just got to get the actual mini cameras. I bought 3 of them. Somehow I left them all at base camp because they're so small. I accidentally left them.
It's okay. Let's go back and get them, or?
You want to come with me?
Yeah.
Okay. It's best if I just leave everything here.
Right here. Yeah, I have a little setup. All right.
Yeah. Sorry. It's the one thing I forgot.
It's cool.
We will be back.
Ooh.
You can see pretty good.
Okay.
You can use it to walk on the ground and not
Oh, yeah.
step on anything.
That's a good idea.
Actually, you can turn it off to save batteries
Yeah.
because I doubt anything's going to happen between now and then. There we go. Got it?
Think so. There we go. Okay.
Batteries. Put batteries in my pocket. They're all brand new. I'm going to, first I'm gonna put one of these Sony IR cameras ready to go. Oh man. Nope, this one's not ready to go. This guy's probably ready to go. Okay. So this thing is an interesting contraption. You loosen it and then you put this thing inside. It's very weird. It's specifically made for this camera. But the camera doesn't work without extreme IR light. So, to be honest, I'm not going to turn it on yet because it drains immediately. You know what I mean? I was going to get power banks, but I'm not that far yet. Okay. Here's another one of these. And this is probably more handheld. And you just slide that on there. And you walk around like this with a light at the end. But you can't see because it doesn't have a viewfinder. So that's the only problem. No viewfinder.
Right.
And this one doesn't have a screw hole in the bottom, unlike that one. So almost has to be balanced. But it can be used. Okay, for example, like, we don't need that, but I'll put it on here just like that one. And these are from like 2015. They stopped making them, but GoPro doesn't make an IR light.
Wow.
I mean, an IR camera.
Right.
They just don't. You can get a modified full spectrum GoPro.
For like $10,000.
No, for a couple $100, but full spectrum isn't IR. Full spectrum lets in too much. It lets in everything. IR only lets in so much. The perfect spectrum for this type of investigation. So I'll probably hold on to this, or unless you want to hold on to it.
Whatever you need, I can hold on to it.
You can't see what it's recording. I'm just going to use it for a flashlight for this, an
yeah, whatever you want, yeah.
Okay. So I'll actually I got another one. I know this is a long setup process, longer than usual.
That's fine. It's interesting to see.
This one's set up and ready to go to just be screwed onto here. Unfortunately,
tripod, yeah.
It's not too tall.
So what we got going on? We got 2 cameras.
Well, we're gonna have total 5 cameras.
No, but I mean, okay, on the tripod, obviously, it's just 2
tripods.
Yep, 2 tripods that stay shooting this window here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now,
from 2 different angles, independently.
I just wish I could get it taller. So I'm gonna try it.
We're not manipulating it in any way.
I'm gonna try to make it taller.
Yeah.
It's
on its own.
This thing is from the 80s,
yeah.
Maybe the 70s.
Well.
And it doesn't work so great. Nope, doesn't want to work. Have to keep it short. What can I do?
Yeah.
It's fine. It'll be a short angle. But we could probably get...
That might be a good thing.
Yeah, it might be good. It's always good to actually get a behind-the-scenes shot so people can see there's no... there's no...
tomfoolery. Or whatever.
Going on.
Right.
I did this behind-the-scenes shot with that other camera that you're going to hold later.
Okay.
It was the best one I had. I didn't have these at the time. Who knew these tiny things? So I'm not going to turn them on yet because I think the battery is super limited on them.
Right. Good call.
But I'll turn them on the second we start everything.
Should I save the battery on this a little bit?
Yeah. Let's turn it off super quick. So I might have to use this to see what the night shot is. Night shot is... No, it's definitely that.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
So, point it at the ground exactly.
Yeah, nothing.
Wow, that's crazy. Oh, the lens cap is on.
Oh.
The lens cap is on.
Okay, there we go.
Oh my goodness.
There we go.
I know, it's very low quality.
No, it's not bad.
Okay, you're recording. I'm recording, you're recording. Here's the flashlight. That's just so you can see better. But it's, just a viewfinder reasons.
This isn't bothering you? If I just...
No, it's fine. So I'm going to now plug in... Oh my goodness, I shouldn't have done that. Okay. I'm going to plug in one of the... by process of elimination. Wow, it's bright. See how bright it is?
Yeah.
Okay, it only lasts like 30 minutes tops.
Whoa.
It's probably more of a 20-minute process. So,
Whoa.
but now we gotta turn on the camera itself.
Okay.
I gotta take off a protective lens on it.
Whoa.
I gotta click that. I can't see what I'm doing. After everything's on, we'll see what we're doing.
Yeah.
Oh, fall off, you stupid thing. This thing fell off. Okay.
Nice. Okay, you got it.
Okay, I found it. This thing's very sophisticated, this tiny camera. Okay, it's recording.
Okay. A lot of work.
I'm recording you.
Gotcha.
You're shining at my
Blinded.
face.
Yeah.
We are at the grist mill with no audio equipment on. Yikes. So that should probably be the next thing. Okay.
Is the camera the video camera picking up audio?
Yeah,
Right.
but we want super good audio.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is this too hard for you to carry temporarily? This?
Nope. Shouldn't be.
Turn off the tiny one. I mean, what I mean is
Oh, this one?
that. Yeah, not that. Turn that back on, if possible. And hold that. And use the IR from that.
Okay. Wow.
And there you go.
Okay.
Start the recording process.
Is it recording?
No.
There you go.
Whoops.
There we go.
Okay.
Okay.
So use that to see.
Yep.
Okay. Now we're going to do that same thing over here. Yes. This is pretty bright. You see it?
Mm-hmm.
At the window. See how the window's solid bright now?
Yep.
Okay.
Whoa.
I've never had this type of visibility, you know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Ever. Because when you hold in one tiny flashlight and that's all you got. Okay. Let's hope it's good. We have one camera here. We have Brandon Young holding a separate camera and another camera. So you're holding two cameras technically. There's a camera at the end of this.
Oh. There you go.
And this guy is going to be just the backdrop from a low angle because we can't get the tripod higher than this. And you never know. Maybe this low angle will capture better stuff. We will see what happens. Just gotta make sure it's pointed. Okay, I hope it's capturing something good. It's also recording. Okay, we are ready. Spirit, I thank you for your patience. We come in peace, we will leave in peace. Very quick. We're gonna put these in the window. These are simple infrared devices you've seen before. I'm not an advertisement of this company. I have had minimal contact purchasing it. The guy he 3D prints it. That's what he does. He 3D prints it himself, but they're legitimate static sensors behind the 3D printing. He just 3D prints it to make it have a nice container. And behind all the wiring is just very simple static detectors. Okay, I'm seeing this camera on blue for some reason. This camera's supposed to be red. So, isn't that interesting?
I guess, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's supposed to be red or what. But.
It won't turn red. We have to rely on other stuff. Okay, Unfortunately, that camera doesn't want to play ball. I did have one that was not as good as the others. I'm going to temporarily turn this off. You're capturing me.
Yeah.
But I prefer... let's turn that off.
Okay.
You can hold the good one. Alright?
Yep.
It has better audio.
Okay.
So, you capturing it?
Yep.
I just have to... I got this sold by a photograph company in LA, I think. Somewhere around there.
Okay.
And the guy said, they're brand new. Open box, but they've never been used. And then I saw that the Wi-Fi password was custom made. And I know for a fact it was used. And
Oh, man.
one of them is sort of a dud. That's the dud.
Okay.
I thought it worked perfect. But as we can see, it stayed on blue. It didn't turn red.
Right.
Brand new.
Oh, wow.
Everything. Brand new SD card. 64 gig. Okay. This one, as you can see, stays on red.
Yep.
No problems. But I will, if it's okay,
What?
give you this camera back.
Yep.
Just so we can have max cameras going on at the same time. So here you go.
Okay, switch your roots.
This one is going. It's already going.
Okay, it's already night.
Yeah, it's
Capture.
already night. It's already recording.
Okay.
Grist Mill Spirit, thank you for your patience. The devices, if I could find them. Where are they?
Which ones?
Did I already put them in the window?
There's,
No.
something out here.
I didn't put them in the window.
Hold on.
I put them down here. Okay.
You got them?
Very simple static meters. You can thoroughly investigate them on the way back and in future, whenever you want. But I have to have them recording so we can see. Spirit, can you please set these devices off when I turn them on? And it's fully up to you. No disrespect. We come in peace, we will leave in peace. Very simple demonstration. You can look at this area if you want. I feel it charged. I feel it charging, to be honest. But not an electrical charging. I feel like a spiritual charging. You can put them wherever you want. Is that a good spot?
I think that's fine.
Maybe closer so the cameras can see a little bit better. But I've had great success. I'm going to turn...
Yeah, just get it. Leave it alone.
I'm going to try to turn them all on at the same time. And I'm going to walk a considerable amount of feet away. Walk away. Walk behind, but keep focus on the window. Never lose focus on the window. Okay, you can... The tiny camera you're holding
Yeah.
probably needs to be a little bit closer. But you can still stay behind the tripod.
Yeah.
So we are both considerable amount of feet behind. Is that correct?
Yes. At least, I'm gonna say 10 feet.
Spirit, can you please set off the devices? And then we'll be on our way. I promise. We come in peace. We will leave in peace. We've driven many miles, and we appreciate your patience. Wow, do you see the left one? Do you see the left one going off?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Spirit. Can you set off the other ones? Okay, the left one is going off again. You see it?
Green, yeah.
Very appreciated that you're setting off the devices, Spirit. I greatly appreciate it. Can you please set off the other devices? We're going to drive down to Los Angeles and be on our way down the road. We thank you very much for setting off the devices. The left one, you set off both sides of it, and that's a pretty phenomenal evidence. What do you have to say, Brandon?
Yeah, I've never had that ever happen before, and I thank you, Spirit, for making your presence known to us in a non-hostile way.
Spirit, can you please set off the center device or the right device? The other two, please? I promise we're going to leave, and you've already shown your presence, and we greatly appreciate that. But can you please set off the other two? Is it possible? Do you have enough energy to do so? I know you can do it. I've seen you do it on multiple occasions. I know you can do it. I trust that you can do it. We're going to be down the road, Los Angeles. We're leaving. On previous times, I've said Los Angeles, and you set them all off, and it was amazing. Brandon saw that footage.
I did.
Not too many people saw it, but it's greatly appreciated. We thank you for setting it off. Please, I know you could do it. You could set off the center in a rainbow. You can do it. It's a simple static meter. Spirits have the ability to create static or move static. We don't know. It's the unknown. But I know of a surety at an 1830s house, you ask for a static meter to go off. A spirit intelligently setting it off is more likely than just a random floating static electricity. Please, I know you could set it off. Do it. I mean, you don't have to. It's up to you. It's 100% up to you. You don't have to. But it would be greatly appreciated. Please. I'm probably not going to be here for a long time. Brandon and I drove all this way to see you set off the device, but we also came to notice your presence. And if you have anything else you want to do, please let us know. I noticed in the corner over here you manifested once. And you moved the grass. On at least 2 occasions previously, you did set these devices off. You know how to do it. I know you can do it. I mean, any encouraging words you want to say?
Oh, well. I don't want to commune with
I know, I understand.
with the spirit.
Brandon doesn't want to communicate.
A lot of respect, obviously.
But he has respect for the process.
Yeah.
And it's a scientific endeavor. Will scientists show up here anytime soon? Probably not. But they're definitely welcome as long as they have respect for the area and the respect for the process.
Yeah.
This used to be a mill where they made corn or maize. And are you familiar with the maize that they used to make here?
Me?
No, I'm talking to the spirit.
Oh, okay. Oh, the battery just died in this one.
Battery died?
Yeah.
Well, do you want the replacement?
That's okay.
Or is it good?
It's good.
You still got it working with a red light miniature one, right?
Yep.
Yeah, the miniature one's working in full effect. I'm not going to come near it I'm not affecting it. I'm not disturbing it. But I just want to ask, please set it off. Spirit, can you please set off the middle device?
That was very cool when you set it off.
I don't want to contaminate by walking up and touching anything until the other two are going off. You like to patiently take your time.
Whoa.
What?
I thought I saw it change.
Nah.
Well, it's not though. But that
Spirit.
was interesting.
Spirit. I don't know your name, but I know you're an intelligent entity, and I know you're an intelligent spirit. I have great respect for this area. I grew up here, San Ynez Pirates.
Yep.
Brandon here is from Boston.
Right.
He's a Bostonian. You've noticed on the plaque, because you live here, Spirit. You've probably read that plaque 100 times. Brandon is a Bostonian.
Yep.
So he has respect for the area and the location and
Just moved out here.
The creator. And just like the architect of this building in the 1830s, his name is Joseph John Chapman.
Mm-hmm.
Joseph John Chapman was a Bostonian, and he moved out here, just like Brandon.
Yeah. Married into the Ortega family, right?
Yeah, he married into the Ortega family.
Yep. Like me as well. I am married into the Ortega family.
You are?
No.
What? Don't say that.
Why?
I mean, I don't assume, Spirit, that you are Joseph John Chapman.
If he was a pirate, then he would have a nice sense of humor, I would imagine.
Yeah. Spirit, I know you're intelligent. I brought a very courteous, intelligent human that respects the land, respects the area. Please, I know you could do it.
If you want to communicate, I mean, we can communicate.
Please set it off, the center one, because the center one is rainbow. It's really nice to look at. It looks pretty cool, and it showcases your ability. You can wave your hand in front of it. I know you've done it before. Please set off the device. We're not the typical ghost investigators. A lot of them can be jerks, but we are more polite. I think the polite approach can get results. Can you please confirm whether or not the polite approach can get results? I mean, we have seen the left device go off. Let
me ask the spirit, because I wonder if the spirit was a Christian. If the spirit was a Christian, can you light up a certain color of your choice? And if not, another color of your choice?
Well, we have green, we have orange, we have yellow.
Red. Oh, green. And you can pick whichever one. No pressure.
No pressure. So, Spirit, are you familiar with... I'm sure you're familiar with the Santa Ynez mission. And they used to make food here. Yeah. But this is a nice solitary location. I understand your hesitance around people.
Monk. Very monkish.
You like solitude.
Yeah.
I appreciate solitude.
Me too, yeah.
And we're going to leave, I promise. But it would be greatly appreciated if you set off the other devices, or the center device, or the right device. Yes. Whichever device you want. Any of the three.
It's like making a pilgrimage to a spiritual place. For me, it is at least. I've not gone out of my way this much to visit someplace in a long time. I mean, definitely not even for the Catholic Church. If you count Mission Santa Barbara, sure, but I mean, like something like this is you know, even, I mean, yeah. So, anyway, I just want to say my respects are definitely high. And I wish I knew more about this land and this nice place you got here. You know, pretty cool, kind of like a hobbit house almost, kind of built into the land. I would take this. This is fine. It's not really a jail cell, although it's got a nice echo in there, and I'm sure you're in there. It was really nice to say hello at the very beginning, which was interesting. But nice to meet you, and no pressure. So,
Spirit, you set off the left one. Can you please set off the center one or the right one? Por favor, please. You know,
Vámonos.
it's a... Don't say that. That means go, right?
Let's go. Yeah.
Nah.
No, hurry up.
It's
I'm just
definitely...
kidding, I'm joking.
It's definitely, as you can see, a shy spirit, is it not?
Yeah. Very shy.
Very shy.
Muy caliente.
No.
I mean, muy bueno.
Muy bueno.
Very good.
I mean, you probably speak multiple languages, English and Spanish. We're not insulting your intelligence.
No.
We greatly appreciate...
Your demonic presence. I'm just kidding. I'm joking.
Hey, don't say that.
Right.
Don't say that.
Yeah, pirates joke around with rum. We drink some rum, we joke around.
Spirit, can you please set off the center device, please? You've done it on at least 2 other occasions. I know, it's kind of like beating a dead horse when you've done it multiple times.
Just get close to the window.
Me? I don't want to manipulate the evidence,
I
but
don't either, but I think it's something to do with it. I don't know why.
okay, well, what I'm gonna do is kind of maybe symbolically show. You set off this one, greatly appreciated, we thank you.
Okay.
And now it's process of elimination, there's only 2 left. Spirit, can you please set off the other 2? Please. We appreciate you setting off this one right here. You set off this one, and it's very greatly appreciated. Okay. Don't block the other camera, just in case. But here's the other camera, here's Brandon, here's me. Sometimes, you know, I turned on this camera, and you were halfway setting off the center one. And it was almost, I mean, I can't say it. I don't know if it's a he or she. Are you a he or a she? But the spirit set off the center one, like almost playfully, like couldn't wait. You know?
Right.
Like the second I turned it on, I walked 5 feet back,
Yeah, that was interesting.
and bam, it set it off immediately.
Amazing. I've never seen anything like that. That's incredible.
Spirit, please, you can set it off. We know you're here, and you know we're here. We know you're here.
Yep.
There's
It's all good.
There's no need to hide.
No judgment. I was just joking.
We were just joking around.
Just joking around. No, just a simple joke.
Please, Spirit, you can set it off. I know you can. The center, or at this point, it's the left or the right one.
Yeah. Sometimes if you just give it some space, I'm gonna do the joke. I'll give it some space.
Okay, we'll give you some space. I'm walking multiple feet.
I'm way back.
I'm like 20 feet back or something, maybe 30. How many feet back you think you are, Brandon?
About half court. Maybe
Half court,
35, 40 feet.
35, 40 feet. This is the max zoom I have on it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you might be like 30.
I'm like 30 feet-ish.
30 feet, I know, something
Somewhere around there.
around that. so just...
The farthest I've ever been while trying to get...
I will say there's an interesting smell.
What is it?
It's just like a damp... Yes. It's like a...
Okay, I just saw a bat fly in front of the camera.
That's what that was.
See the bat?
I think so.
A bat is wondering what this is. And I can tell you this, a bat, if it rubbed its ears together on a balloon, could probably create the static charge. But not what we saw. Is that correct?
I don't know.
You don't know? Spirit, please.
Oh, what we saw in the beginning?
Yeah.
No, definitely not.
It began and then it stopped. Spirit, we drove hundreds of miles. Is that correct? And now, for some reason, this bat is attracted to the area.
That's okay.
Maybe there's insects in the air.
Could be.
I don't see any though, but you know.
They're not bad if there is.
Spirit, I'm gonna turn on the mail meter pretty soon. I promised you, if you set off the devices, we'll be on our way down the road to Los Angeles.
Yeah, we just want to say hi. We want to capture.
We just want to say hi.
Just saying hi and paying homage to this beautiful area and to the pioneers like yourself who founded this area. And without you, there would be no people here, except for the Native Americans. But that's another story. You know that. You probably know that. So.
Okay.
Pretty cool.
Well, I gotta find the mail meter.
Right.
Spirit, I'm gonna get the mail meter real quick.
Whoa.
So you don't have a viewfinder, so you can't see. Those are just the natural things going on.
No, alright, yeah, I know. I thought I saw something behind it, but... Whoa, there goes the bat.
Yeah. Okay. This is the window. There's a bat. It's trying to shoo us off.
There he goes.
I'm just going to temporarily put the mail meter in the window.
Good idea.
$57.5 degrees. Spirit, we know you're here. 0.0 on the mail meter. Please, Spirit, you can do it. You have the energy to set it off. I know you can do it, and there's a bat flying in front. That's never happened before. But bats sporadically will look for bugs. Not a big deal. Spirit, I don't want to overwhelm you with too many things in the window. .0. We can do a walk around.
Yeah.
Let's walk around.
Yeah, it sounds good.
.0.
Have you ever given him an offering?
No. I mean, not of anything, no. Just, you know, just...
I mean like a thing, like a living thing, like a incense or...
No. I've never given it incense or food or anything like that.
Water or whatever.
No.
Some people do.
Nah.
I think that's bordering on...
That's worship. We're not here to worship. We're just here to recognize the existence of.
Yeah, I agree.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
So what's this little... It's like a little shed?
Well, this isn't a shed. This is another building with the same...
Another giant building?
of the same construction. Okay, watch out. There's an incline here. We want to walk this way. This is the bat house. It's of the same ancient 1830 construction. It's part of the same, excuse me. It's part of the same structure.
And there's the pool over there.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So this is the window.
Yeah, this is where probably the mill would actually be.
If you look in the window, you probably see bats.
Yeah, I'm also good.
Oh my gosh, you can smell the bat poo.
Yeah, is that what that is? Okay.
Yeah, if you get close to the window,
I'm not a fan, so.
you can smell the guano.
Okay, good.
But let's go.
Definitely.
We're gonna go around in a circle. This way.
Oh, I can smell it. Right?
Yeah. .0, nothing.
Nothing yet.
Okay. I touched a piece of grass. Don't worry. False alarm. There's a tall piece of grass. You can see how sensitive this thing is. Okay. Just don't fall in that pit.
Yeah, no problem.
No, you can see. It's hard to see, but there's a crevice at the end. I think that's where the wheel used to be.
Uh-huh. Probably, you're right.
Yeah. You can see decently, right?
Yeah.
That's where my nephew jumped in through that window.
No.
So he jumped down
He jumped down
park-
right here?
and he parkoured up into that.
No way.
How? I don't know. I couldn't do that in a million years.
No way.
Isn't that weird?
No way. That's gotta be like 15 feet? Maybe?
Actually,
It's taller than a basketball hoop or something.
you know what? There used to be a piece of wood at an angle.
Still.
But still.
They can jump off of it, so.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, there used to be beams. See the holes? There are wooden
What's
beams.
inside there? I wonder, wow.
It's just a bunch of bats. That's it.
Yeah.
I don't think the spirit likes that one because it's full of bat crap.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. Yeah.
So the spirit has standards. No bats. Occasionally a bat does get in this one. Like one solo bat that doesn't like the other bats type situation, but one bird flew out once and one bat flew out once.
Right.
But I don't think they even lived there.
That's it, huh?
I think they were just spending the night there or something. And
Did somebody farm this land?
only
Every day, or, like, what goes on?
only the vineyard, which is so far away we can barely see it.
Okay.
No one does anything with this, other than it looks like maybe a truck drove here.
Yes, it does, yeah. That's the thing.
Yeah, maybe the vineyard truck.
Okay. Yeah, because you're right. It is
But as you can see,
yeah.
it's an interestingly shaped. See, look, there's one pool here. Oh, yeah.
Right.
And then there was possibly a wheel there.
Reservoir.
And this is another one. And this one is where they would put a bunch of cotton and then they would like turn it into cloth by letting it float on the water.
Right.
That's the process, which I thought it was a swimming pool. It was just that.
Right.
But I'm sure they did use it for drinking water and bathing
so?
water. I mean, who knows? Back then, they would do it for multiple things, you know?
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
Why waste the water?
Yeah.
I mean, for sure, the farm, probably.
Yeah. To water the crops.
Yep. Arid climate.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is it red? You see that red?
That's the camera. means it's recording. So if anything happened, it caught it, hopefully, right? Looks like some ground squirrels might have moved in, but trust me, what I saw that night was no ground squirrel.
Yeah.
I saw nothing other than something run toward me and zero visibility.
Whoa.
The fact that ground squirrels are there, they're pretty common, but I saw 0 ground squirrel holes at the time. Okay, don't step on anything. I got that right there. Whew. Spirit. We're going to be calm and peaceful. We come in peace. We will go in peace. But pretty much, this is your last opportunity to set off the devices in the window. Can you set off the devices? It would be greatly appreciated. We came all this way, please. What if that's the only thing that happens? Would you be just
still amazing that that very first thing was.
Would be disappointed if that's all that happened?
No, because that was the most amazing thing.
Man, I've never come here with the middle rainbow thing.
Yep.
And it not set it off the whole thing.
It did go off for the first time.
Only the left one, not the middle.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Although.
Where is the left one?
I took it down.
Okay.
So I'm going to take down the right one. And there's only one thing left in the window. Okay. Just one. I think that's your favorite one. How come you didn't set it off? Maybe you did when we were walking in a circle. We'll look at the footage later.
Yeah. But
I don't know how great the footage is going to be because I don't know if it's focused. It's the first time I'm using these tiny IR lights, but I think they're going to work sufficiently. Spirit, can you please set off the one singular device in the middle? There's only one in the window. I know you can do it. You can do it. Come on, we don't want to walk away. Although, I'm not too disappointed. You did set off the device. That was good, right?
Mm-hmm.
Spirit, can you please set off the device? We'll be on our way, I promise. That device, and we'll start packing up. I promise. 100%.
Nothing to be afraid of or shy of.
Yeah, there's nothing to be afraid of. We're not afraid of you. And please don't be afraid of us. We're not going to bother you.
Yeah.
Well. It's never not set this off, ever.
Interesting. Sometimes they don't like audiences.
You don't like an audience? Come on, this is just Brandon.
Yeah. That's me.
Spirit, can you please set off the device? With static electricity? Electrostatic manipulation. You have the ability to do that. I know you do. Come on, we're all tired here, but I know you could do it. You got the energy. Come on, please. Well, can you watch it with this
Yeah.
while I start to pack up?
Yep.
I mean, just in case. I don't know. Try to watch it with both of them if that's possible. Is that possible?
Yeah, I gotta. Well, I have the.
Here, let me hold this one.
Hold this one.
That's me probably doing it. Okay. You need to. What you need to do is that one in a comfortable hand with the thing, and then this one. Make sure you're pointing at a decent angle. Is it working?
Yep.
Okay. Try to zoom in on that one. You know how to zoom?
Not with this. No, I don't want to press the button. I don't know.
Okay. So just zoom, point it up, try to get the thing, it's to the left, there you go.
Ah.
You know, just in case you get high resolution.
Oh, there we go.
And,
Very good.
you know, I can zoom it back if it's too close.
That should be good.
Well, is it good?
Yeah, I think so.
Well,
It's gonna record it really good
I know.
if anything happens.
But there you go. I just gotta, I guess, start setting this stuff, or packing this stuff back up. Spirit, can you please set off the device? I know you can do it. Spirit, I know you can set off the device. I've never given you an offering, but us coming here to an extent, we dedicated our time and effort all to notice your presence. And you did make your presence known, but I guess I'll ask again. Spirit, can you please make your presence known? It would be appreciated. Can you please make your presence known? One time you threw a rock. One time I saw mist, which I believe could have been a manifestation. Probably most definitely was. I basically heard footprints in the grass. And I know you can set that off. It's easy. You can do it. Well, you know, it's hit and miss. But then again, I think it's specifically choosing not to set that off. You know?
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to say. You can definitely investigate this later and see how this device works. Just so you can see.
Well, I saw it work at the very beginning.
I know, but what I'm saying is later you can play with it and see that you can't reproduce that.
Oh, right.
Ever. It's not reproducible.
Yeah, you demonstrated it, and I think already.
It's not a reproducible thing. I mean, it is what it is. It's intelligent spirit setting out the device. I guess it's extremely shy because both of us are here.
Mm-hmm.
but he wasn't too shy to set off at least one. So I can't be too disappointed in that.
Right.
But it's never not set that one off. It set that off twice previously. Twice. The full gambit. Left to right every time. I think it's left to right. I'd have to look at the footage, but I'm almost positive left to right. Not only that, but what I wanted to do was match up the footage. Okay, don't forget to get it. You're not getting in the shot. Okay. You can zoom back if it's
No, it's good.
okay. I was going to match up the footage to almost prove on a scientific level that it's the same entity, and it systematically went at a perfect one at a time that even I couldn't do twice the same. The only way the thing works, you can get a balloon, rubber balloon next to another balloon, and create static electricity, right? You could put a balloon next to it, and it'd go off, right? But when it goes off with a balloon or anything like that, it's sporadic. It's like, the left one, the right one, glitchy, popping back and forth. But when the spirit did it, it was a solid one and a solid other one. And when it does this one, it goes left to right. It'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in consecutive order, perfectly, slowly, one at a time. Only a spirit can do that. At least, I'm sure in a lab, if you tried for a year straight, you could find a way to reproduce something sort of to the effect with balloons and concoctions, but not by itself in a window at an 1830s house, I wish he would set it off. It still has the ability to do so. Spirit, we're going to pack up and go pretty soon. Can you please set off the device? First time it happened, the very first time it happened, it was like a Wizard of Oz moment. It was like the wizard behind the curtain is doing something. I can't see how he's doing it.
Whoa.
It was like, what the heck? I can't see this ping, but it's doing something. That's kind of the first impression I got the first time it happened.
Wow.
So, I don't know. I don't want to give it a name. I've never given it a name,
Yeah.
Intelligent spirit entity. You can set it off. I know you can do it. I've never given you a name, and I've never assumed it's J.J. Chapman.
No.
Because I don't think it is J.J. Chapman.
Maybe it's not, yeah.
Or he or she. If you're a male or a female, you can use that device to let us know if you're male or female. If you're a male, if you're a masculine, male, can you set off the device? I usually don't do yes or no questions, but other than can you set it off, that's kind of yes or no. But Are you a male? Are you masculine? If you are, can you set off the device? Okay. You got it really good? Focused?
Yep.
The timidness makes me feel it might be a female. It might be a female spirit. If you're a feminine or a female spirit, can you set off the device, please? Feminine or female spirit? So I honestly don't know. I have no clue. Are you feminine or female spirit? If you're a feminine or female spirit, can you set off the device, please? I could be wrong. Maybe you're a masculine male spirit. If you're a masculine male spirit, can you set off the device? See? I don't know. It just either has low patience for us tonight, or it doesn't like an audience. I mean, I'm just glad it did something, but in the past it's thrown rocks. I mean, I don't want to reproduce it, but I was by myself previously, and I can't. Here's an example of it throwing rocks. Can you find a single rock on the ground? I mean, this is grass. I couldn't even find a rock if I wanted to. You know what I mean? Sure, if I looked in the wash and brought one or something, but
Yeah, not offhand.
offhand, I don't see any rocks. So where it got it,
Interesting, yeah.
that in itself,
Right.
it's interesting. Spirit, we're gonna leave pretty soon, I promise. We're not gonna be overbearing. We're gonna leave pretty soon. We come in peace. We're gonna leave in peace. Don't forget to, hey, you're not holding it up.
There you go.
The other one. You want me to get it?
No, it's okay. Sorry.
Okay, I just gotta put this stuff away. Sorry. Okay, well, I'll take this away.
Okay.
Is this still working though? Yeah, it's definitely adding more light to the situation. Spirit, I'm about to go. Can you please set off the device? I'm not gonna beg. We're just here to hang out and see if you can make your presence known. We don't want to disrespect in any way, shape, or form. It's a rarity to see evidence of spirits. It's a rarity to see evidence of ghosts. Like, I've never gotten a good view of inside. If it goes off, it's going to be me. But at least we can do a base reading. You want me to try to set it off so we can see what it looks like?
Yeah, let's see what it looks like.
Okay. It's not even easy, but only if I have a bunch of static on my sleeve. As you can see, how much is going off when I try to get static on my sleeve? Nothing.
Nothing,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, there's usually a decent amount of static on the hands.
Nothing, wow.
Nothing. Is the device working? Is it even functioning?
I don't know.
I hope it is. But this light tells me it is.
Okay.
Okay, did you see that?
No.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
You see that?
Yes.
Okay. Now that, wow, that's pretty close to how the spirit does it. That is me lifting it and dropping it.
Mm-hmm.
Spirit, can you reproduce that? Please. Can you set off that device? We confirmed it works. I know it. You can do it. There must have been enough static on my hands, and it went up and down when I lifted it at an angle.
Very interesting.
And moved it at an angle. Right. Now, clearly in the videos you saw, I wasn't lifting it at an angle. It was just as we saw the one before. Spontaneous. But I did hear a rock being thrown afterwards. And that's a pretty interesting... It's a pretty interesting thing. Well, what I wanted to do was try to film inside. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't have a key.
Yeah. That's definitely the hot spot. Or a hot spot.
I don't have a key to go inside,
Right.
but I am going to film to the best of my ability with this camera. Just probe a little bit. Not disrespectfully.
No.
Just want to see if I can capture anything. Spirit, can you please make your presence known? And then we will be on our way. I promise. Some cobwebs on the bars, but not close enough to this device to do anything. Ooh, I feel really cold
Me too.
in my left hand.
Whoa.
Okay, is that a natural chill? Are you feeling
I
that?
felt that. I felt something really crazy.
Okay, so there's a natural chill going on.
More than that, yeah.
Spirit, we're going to be on our way. I promise. Stay focused on the device. Can you see it? Spirit, we're going to be on our way. Please, can you set off the device? I would be greatly appreciated, or we would both greatly appreciate it, if you could set off the device. I know you could do it. I have seen you do it in the past. After sticking my hand in there, pulling it out, I got the chill. But it was outwardly chill that normal people feel, not the walk through the body type of chill.
Mm.
So that's pretty rare for me, unless it's just a natural chill that's going around the place. But it seemed pretty immediate in my hand.
I wouldn't describe mine as a chill.
Then it went around my body as a chill.
Yeah, kind of like... I don't know if I'd call it a chill, but that is a good... I mean, that's the only thing...
Like air.
It's an emotional...
Air flowing around my body.
Yeah, but if... Yeah, I guess. Energy. For me,
Spirit.
anyway.
Do you not like being called spirit? Would you prefer ghost? Would you prefer... If you would prefer ghost, can you set off the device? If you prefer ghost.
If you want us to leave, set off the device.
Ooh. If you want us to leave. If you want us to vamonos down to Los Angeles and go and leave. Can you set off the device? I'm sure we're being a little bit pestering, but I know you can do it. That's the only reason why we're still here. Because we know you can accomplish the task. Can you please set it off? We'll be on our way, I promise. Do you prefer the term entity? Sentient being? Male? Female? Whenever I say a word that you identify with, feel free to set off the device. Male? Masculine? Female? Feminine? Entity? Spirit? Angel? Ghost? See, it's really hard to not try to push, you know?
Yeah.
You can see why Zach Bagans
Pushes a little bit.
pushes.
Yeah.
You can see why Zach Bagans' strategy is like harass.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
Because he's faced with this scenario on a
A
regular
lot.
basis.
Yeah.
He probably rents out a haunted building for $1,000 a night or whatever exorbitant fee they charge him because he's famous and they know he's rich.
Yep.
He'll pay it. And then nothing happens and he like yells at it. And then you see the whole episode was him just yelling at nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, it happens, but at least we didn't get nothing. We did get something in the beginning.
That was incredible at the beginning.
I
Yeah.
guarantee you
What?
that was real. It was the spirit, in my opinion, either walking.
That was
And
bizarre.
I can tell you the impression I get. This is the impression I get. The impression I get is the whole time the spirit is not inside the building, but it's out here watching the window with us.
With us, yeah.
The spirit's like, I don't live there, but I hang out around the area.
Yeah.
Sure, I'll walk over to that window over there, but I'm not inside the building.
Right.
But I did put my hand through, and I felt this super chill after I did this. And I have heard creaks and faint noises come from inside, but it's an old building, I guess. You could say it's just creaks from an old building. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But this device does what it says it does. It detects static electricity. See?
Yep.
See that sporadic?
Yep.
Now that sporadic, sure, if I built some type of animatronic moving device, I guess I touched it and charged it enough for it to do it. I moved it at an angle, but even that is weird. It doesn't make much. Spirit is going. It's doing it. Spirit, do you see it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, greatly appreciated. You filming this?
Yep.
Spirit, thank you very much. Perhaps I needed to just walk over there and fix the device.
Yeah.
You see that?
Yeah.
Did you see it? Did you capture it?
Yes.
Let me see it. What angle you got it at?
Right here.
You got a pretty good angle?
Yeah, right there. Yeah.
I mean, this would be too much to ask, but
What?
we're going to be heading off, Spirit, because we made a promise. You set it off. But if you would like to say goodbye, just as a bonus, you could do it a second time, only if you want to. No pressure, no obligations. I promise. We are going to leave. But did you see that? Now, I understand the technology is not scientific from an extremely peer-reviewed perspective. But that device is a legitimate static meter. And I guess I charged it enough when I touched it. And I did, rub my hands and stuff. But I walked away, and it did it. Did it not?
Yeah, and it did it obviously in like in an intelligent way.
In a slow fashion.
Slow, right? Not just a sporadic.
Did you see how it did the first one?
Right.
Really slow.
Yeah.
And then the second one, and then
That was interesting. Yeah.
That was it. That was the spirit setting it off.
Whew. Okay.
That's like the best evidence we can get off. Except for it does throw rocks occasionally.
Yeah.
It does walk in the grass on 2 separate occasions.
Oof.
But
That's okay. You don't have to do that, Spirit, tonight.
you don't have to do that stuff. I think he was trying to scare me.
Yeah.
I think it's curious. Okay. I think I had to reset it. Isn't that weird?
Hmm.
I mean, if you...
You never know. You got to experiment. You don't know what can work and what won't. Sometimes it might need some interaction at a closer level.
Like, I guarantee if I did it again...
Okay, so obviously, yeah.
I mean, there's no gimmick, but we can see there's enough charge for to do that. But that's my hand.
Yeah, yeah.
You can charge your fingers themselves and reproduce that if your fingers are inches away from
Right, you got to be
type of
close to it,
scenario.
though, yeah.
Even when I was lifting it, it was reverbing off. Oh, did you see that?
Mm-mm.
I think it did the left red one for a split second.
I didn't see it.
Even when I touch it and put it up and down, it was reverbing off. Yes. Spirit. Thank you. Did you see that?
Thank you, yeah.
Did you get that?
I got it on tape. Thank you very much, Spirit.
We got it second time?
Hmm.
Okay. Well, third time's a charm. Just kidding. But can you hold this and I'll hold that?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I know this is asking way too much. It's never done twice in a row, ever. So here's Brandon Young.
Whoa.
Here's the device. Perhaps it like reverbs off my charge.
Whoa. Okay.
That's me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Whew. Perhaps I'm learning something here. Spirit. We're going to go. You've already done it 3 times. No pressure, no problem. We're going to go. We're just stoked that you did it 2 times in a row. You set the device off twice in a row. I mean, we're not into communication on any extreme level, but I wish I could ask you if you're male or female.
Yeah, maybe. Ooh.
Okay. Now that's just an example. It wasn't moved, right?
No.
I haven't moved since I did it, right?
Nope.
I mean, by did it, I mean picked it up and put it back. It doesn't react that way. I've played with this device on multiple occasions. You have to be inches away from it to do that.
It was like a. The pattern it went off and was
Exactly the same, right?
the same.
Now, it's not programmed. Someone actually said, oh, you probably just programmed it. Buy one yourself.
It's possible you can get something to program.
I'm sure you could program it if you're some type of whiz. It probably wouldn't take like genius electronics expertise. I wouldn't claim that. But buy one off Paranormal yourself. It's a stock model. And the guy says if you open it up and monkey with anything, the warranty is void.
Right.
And even though he wouldn't take a refund anyway, he's the type of guy that,
Right.
yeah, he makes these for ghost investigators, and he's not rich. But his products are featured on a couple shows. But those people buy them off for $75. They buy for $50. They buy for $100. He's not a millionaire. He makes these himself. So he 3D prints them, but he does professionally solder them together because they're extremely simple static meters. That's how they work.
What if we both get close to it for a second?
You want to get close to it?
Yeah, let's try it.
I wonder if it has to riff off of... I mean, you can try to set it off yourself. So this is Brandon trying to set it off. Just try anything. Rub your hands together, or I guess you can't do that. But rub your hands on your jacket or whatever and put it back. Pick it up, move it around, and you can play with it later.
No, it's obviously it's. I don't know how it went off without.
Like I noticed earlier.
That's incredible.
I noticed earlier I was doing this, and it does go off.
Yeah, but
because it's riffing off. Believe it or not, my hands themselves at a different angle.
But that's very fast and sporadic.
It's fast and sporadic. It's never. Okay, you saw that. Now
Right.
trust me, I'm generating a field around my hand, around my clothes. Perhaps enough for the spirit to actually do something with. I never understood how technology works because I never played. I mean, obviously I tested with this thing multiple times, but I didn't realize that perhaps it does it the first 15 minutes because it's still using whatever residual is in the area.
Okay, right. Makes sense. Charge.
Residual charge.
Yeah.
It can manipulate static electricity probably easier than it can generate it from scratch.
Right.
Thank you, Spirit. Greatly appreciated. That is 100% authentic spirit contact. A spirit did that. No one else other than a spirit. Greatly appreciated. Spirit,
Wow.
do you identify as an angel? Do you identify as a ghost? Do you identify just as a spirit? As an entity? We see you as a sentient, intelligent spirit being, and we respect your showing your presence to the best of your ability. You're invisible from our perspective. We can't see you, but you can see us. And it's an interesting dynamic, you know. I know for surety that is a spirit that did that. You can play with that for 10 hours if you want. On your own. and see for yourself. You can't reproduce that except for at a haunted location. So do you think that's good enough evidence?
For me, yes. I don't know. Whoever's gonna watch this, you gotta be in person, I guess, to fully understand.
You got to be here in person.
I guess, but
It's the real deal.
It is. I'm definitely. This is the real deal, 100%.
I didn't realize that I had to give it a little bit of a charge. A lot of ghost investigators use power banks, or more specifically, they call it a power box. What do they call it? They call it a pump. They call it an EM pump to pump the atmosphere with electromagnetic field. And I don't believe in that because you don't want to give a spirit tons of energy. Then how do you know that's just not the natural environment reacting to this energy you just pumped into it?
True.
I want the spirit to generate itself, but I didn't realize at this 1830 structure.
Right, it's kind of flat.
It kind of is so flat that in terms of energy, that it's literally using the energy I put into it for the second I touched it. No clue that that's how it worked.
Let's see what happens.
I mean, at this point, the spirit might be getting tired of it, but because I never knew I had to touch it every time, and I let it sit there for 2 hours straight, the spirit didn't have anything to reverb off of.
Right.
Man, you don't learn these things until
Wow, trial and error.
trial and
Talk
error.
about scientific method.
Man,
One that says it's not is.
a lot of people say,
No idea what it is.
or not a lot of people. Like one guy said, "You need a baseline. You need a baseline." Here's the baseline right here. Nothing. Nothing is the baseline, and you can stand here for 10 hours straight, and nothing's the baseline.
That's right.
And yes, I touched it, but I've had the EMF meter go off. Spirit, can you set it off again? And if you can't, no big deal. You did it ample many, many times. We greatly appreciate it. Whew. So, you think it's a little bit better evidence now?
That's incredible. I mean, the first one was just amazing.
Okay, here it is. Look it. And I want to show you how far away I am. Here's Brandon right here. Here I am right here.
Whoa. That's impossible.
We're too far away to do anything like that. We're too far away.
If you had a static machine that beamed a ray.
If I had a static machine that could beam a ray, maybe.
No,
but at what precision?
It would have to go through the stone and through
And,
the house.
I'm going to see people say, "Oh, there's a guy in the house under behind it, man.
No one here, guys.
There's a guy behind it in the house, man." And I don't want to disrespect the spirit.
Don't
But here's the lock.
can't get in.
And I've been here since 2012. And that lock's always been on it.
If you physically touch it, nothing, you can't set it off like that.
What kind of lock we got? A master lock with a combination. Ooh. It's interesting. I never even tried to guess the combination because I've never looked. But it is legitimately a spirit setting it off. Whew.
It's interesting because it goes red, yellow.
Okay, well, is your stuff still going? Yeah. I mean, you can touch it. Just one more time. I mean, you can touch it. Pick it up.
Yeah.
Put it down. It clearly needs energy to work.
Right. Let me send a little prayer for it.
Okay, that's good. So back away. We just have to determine what's going on. Brandon gave it some energy from the perspective of just static electricity.
From the perspective of physics, it should be dissipated by now.
It should be dissipated and in no way be able to rebound on an intelligent level.
Yeah, exactly.
Will it do it again? I mean, it's already done it. I lost track.
For you, 3 for 3, I think, John.
I think it's like 4 times. I don't know. I lost track. At 3, I lost track. But, wow. This is pretty phenomenal.
Sometimes it does take, I think last time we had to wait a few minutes, so.
Last time I had to wait a few minutes. Okay.
A few minutes, yep. Wow. Huh. Who would have thought? You gotta touch it a little bit.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Give it some space.
I mean, you can clearly see there's no rigging taking place. There's no secret bells and whistles.
No.
It's
so, come on, yeah.
100%.
I would love to see the person that you even paid to go into this godforsaken place and touch something, and even if it was a person, they couldn't touch it that intelligently and set it off unless they had like a static direct. It just doesn't make sense. It's just like what I'm saying. Oh.
Okay, that's ran out of battery. No big deal. You can still hold it as a
light.
As a light.
Okay.
Spirit. Hey, you can pick it up one more time.
Okay.
Maybe it needs a little bit more juice.
Spirit, we come in peace. We beseech thee. Please say hello. And we hope you rest in peace.
Okay. As long as it went off once. Here it is. This is intelligently doing it. Did you see that?
Yeah.
So it's definitely a spirit. You just gotta give it a little bit of juice. I mean, this is the best investigation I've ever had here, ever. Excepting the rock and the walking in the grass, which definitely is phenomenal and separate of a device. And from that context, it was interesting. And the mist, you can't expect it to appear as a mist. And I didn't see the mist until like a year later when I looked at the footage. Here it is. Intelligent response from a spirit. Even an electrician expert can break this thing open, look at it, and they can tell me, how is that possible? It's not. It's 100% paranormal. It's proof of the paranormal, proof of spirits. To the best ability, you can scientifically get proof of spirits. Now, sure, grab some $100,000 scientific equipment and bring it on down here. I guess static-related equipment would be good. Good place to start. I'm not against that. I don't mockingly say that. I just know the scientific community would say, that's a bunch of smoke and mirrors.
There's no, okay, this is a static meter, it would have to register some sort of static electricity for it to go off. And we've seen what it does to measure the amount of force necessary to even set it off by you and me picking it up and kind of like not even dropping it, but you know what I mean? Making it go off in that way. What we've seen demonstrated is that after touching it a little bit and then walking away and giving it a minute, sometimes less, sometimes a little more, it will go off. And
we can look at the minutes on the recordings later.
Yeah, to see what it is, yeah. But it's interesting. It's the same pattern. And I want to say thank you, Spirit, for showing us and sharing with us your communication. And maybe there is a pattern that we can maybe figure out what you're trying to say or express to us.
Okay. The fact that both tiny cameras died says it's time to go.
Yeah.
We thank you for your patience, Spirit, and your cooperation and showing your presence, making your presence known to the best of your ability. And we learned how to use this device a little bit better. And I will bring other devices, different devices, because a lot will say, oh, that's a rigged device. Try something else. I have tried other things, and other things have worked. For example, the millimeter. I got a 3.5 in the window of milligauss sporadically in the window.
Yep.
And I walked around and I got another. I was walking in the field over there about 50 feet away, and I got another 3 point something. So I have used other devices, but this one is definitely more successful than the other ones. But you saw the first one. I only touched it once when I turned it on and put it there.
I know.
I didn't play with it. I didn't test it out.
No, yeah.
It must have had the most charge, I would have to guess, than the other two.
This only one more time. This one.
You want to try one more time?
Yep.
Okay.
Spirit of the grist mill, we beseech thee to come up and say hello to us. We thank you for communicating with us tonight. We hope that we respect you and we go in peace, just as we come, and leave no trace. Thank you.
You could touch it, give it one more charge, turn it up and down or something. There we go.
Oh my God.
Okay, the battery cover fell off.
Oh, that
Who cares?
scared me, man.
Just
Wow.
leave the battery cover as is and walk away. That's enough charge. We don't even need the battery cover as long as the batteries are still in. Spirit, this is the last time, we promise. No more. This is the final call, and then we leave.
Adios, amigo.
Farewell.
Fare thee well.
Thank you for making your presence known.
Yeah. Appreciate it. It was really something else, you know. Wow. The acoustics in that room are incredible.
It's no big deal if it doesn't go off, but we greatly what, more than half a dozen times I lost track.
Something like that, yeah. It was like, yeah, that's maybe 6, yeah. 5, 6.
Very cool. We thank you.
Yeah.
I don't think it needs the battery cover, you know.
Okay.
But then again, I don't know. I think the spirit might be tired of it. Want me to put the battery cover back on, or do you want to do that? Or you want me to
What's
try?
that? What battery cover?
It fell off. The battery
Oh, that thing. Yeah. I don't know how to do it, but
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, it's like probably self-explanatory. You should probably do it. Could give it one more charge anyway.
See, these are the batteries.
Oh my gosh, you gotta be joking me. Oh, is it bad?
I think the spirit set it off when he was on its side.
No, I don't know. You think so?
I mean, it's possible.
Possible, I guess, yeah.
there's a volume option. That would be scary to have it on. Okay.
Ooh, sounds like a spirit box.
Now that's a recording of my voice. It echoes the last thing it heard.
Oh, weird.
It's on. Spirit. It's not a spirit box. I got the bonus deluxe edition. Not knowing that it repeats voices. I just got the sound version. Testing. It doesn't play back anything. It doesn't do anything special. I thought it just made noises. I thought it would go like boop, 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 you know?
Right.
But it plays back your voice.
That's funny.
I don't even know how to use it because I've never used it before.
It doesn't even do it. Okay.
Anyway, okay.
Okay.
There's definitely enough charge.
Yep. We will be on our way soon.
Whew.
Just, very interesting.
It's a very interesting process, Spirit. We don't know how, but you do have the ability to set this device off. I mean, there's going to be a point where it might get tired, you know? We did promise we'd leave.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, and no obligation, but usually
No obligation.
some spirits are playful.
I mean, it's more playful than usual. Here it is. Thank you, Spirit. Greatly appreciated. You can see how far away I am. I'm behind this other camera which died due to running out of space on the card or the battery. But isn't that pretty cool? I mean, it's not a circus act, it's not a trick, it's not a gimmick, it's the real deal, it's an actual spirit. I think if it wanted to, it could set it off again right now, and again and again. But
Right.
it does seem...
If it were a playful spirit.
It does seem to need some charge to bounce off of. Like, I've never used an EMF pump, they call it, which pumps electromagnetic field energy in the air.
It seemed it would interfere with stuff.
It seemed like it would interfere, but maybe in this case it would help.
Maybe.
I'll consider getting one for this
It just
location.
seems like small kinetic energy can do it, then you don't need something like that.
But these cameras both came off, so thank you for making your presence known, Spirit. I'm not scared. Are you scared?
No.
It's not a scary setting, right?
It's kind of just scary. It's more of like you said, a spiritual setting.
More of a spiritual setting.
Like a neutral spiritual setting.
So I'm turning off the device.
All right.
Greatly appreciated, Spirit.
Thank you, Spirit.
I've never been able to see you
respect.
other than perhaps in a mist form briefly
Yeah.
through the camera. But I would like to investigate down here sometime. It would be interesting.
Yeah, during the day even.
But we gotta turn these things off.